Focus, people. Let's get focused. It's your boy Tone 2-0. 2-0. Back up in the house one more again. Yes, I am. Okay, so, you know, I made that video about the Raiders and how much I I didn't make it about how much I didn't like them. I just stated I'd never liked them because of what their owner was doing back in the day, their style of play, you know, and what their team was known for, which was playing dirty. And I just was never a fan of that, because people can get unnecessarily hurt, and then their fans were, stabbing people. So Oakland was just, the Raiders was just not appealing to somebody who doesn't live that type of, or have that type of mentality. So cutthroat in the game that just should be a game. It should just be a football game. But one person said, "Well, you don't have to like us," and I said, "Well, don't take it personally." And they said, "I don't." And then another person said, came back with a even better retort, which is, "Hey, all of that was back in the day. Since 2014, they've made a change. You know, and and now they got that Christian boy, Carr, Derek Carr, who some people are saying is by the numbers is the best quarterback in the league. They went 12-4 last year. Okay, so somebody's doing something right. And like I never said the Raiders weren't good, you know. And then they said, the Raiders used to be bottom feeders, and they were. They were taking people on their way out, and but still allowing them to play. I mean, it's still the NFL. You're still making millions of dollars, even if it's the league minimum or the league average minimum, which is like 1.3, 1.4. So even if it's just that, you're still a millionaire. So not mad about it. Who they had that Russell dude, Demarcus Russell or whatever. He came into the league. He's supposed to do something. He did nothing. He was an epileptic, kept falling asleep, and they got rid of him. He was in and out of the league in no time. I think his name was Demarcus Russell. He was supposed to play for the Raiders. That didn't go over too well. And they've had some really good players. So, being somebody who doesn't, somebody like myself who doesn't watch the NFL constantly, I haven't seen a full game in years. I want to issue a formal apology if it came off like the Raiders is just a crappy organization altogether, because I never said that. I just didn't like what they were doing when I was watching football. Obviously, I don't watch it that much. For those of you who are subscribers to my channel, I say it all the time. I haven't watched a game in a long time. I'm not the aficionado when it comes to the NFL. I am a skeptic, is what I am. If you tell me we've been to the moon, I'm like, prove it, because we can't get past the Van Allen belts, which are the radiation belts around this planet. You know what I mean? You tell me the world is round, I'm like, prove it, because the Bible says that the earth is flat and it never moves. So I'm a skeptic. That's what I am. That's what my channel is. And when it comes to sports, you tell me it's not fixed, I'm just like, prove that, because I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that sports are fixed. Either, by the bookies, Vegas by the bookies. It's fixed by the enhanced human beings that are now playing it, because no normal human being can get in there and play football and not come out with some type of serious wound that is detrimental to their health for the rest of their life. So no normal person is playing in these games. These guys are all hyped up, jacked up. They're super, muscular. Uh, their nervous systems are going against them in some ways. I mean, these guys are getting concussions left or right, and then the long term effect of just 5 years of playing football is a constant decline once you leave the NFL and you no longer can afford that professional help. that you can and all that money that's surrounding you. So, I mean, yeah, the game is fixed. It's not only fixed, it's a setup. And the attraction, the women, the money, the fame, the rappers, the houses, it's all there for a young person. And then when you look at the fact that you can get out of your situation, which when you have, an area like Oakland, you know what I'm saying? It's not the most, you know, no. Well, let's put it this way. I've never been to Oakland, so I don't know. I only know what I'm told. But everybody has a bad area somewhere or close to where they live or they know of. And when you have situations, gang violence and so on and so forth, and it don't even have to be that. It could just be you're just poor. You only have to be surrounded by guns and drugs and hookers. You could just be poor. Like I grew up poor. I was surrounded by drugs and hookers, but nonetheless, I still grew up a poor person. And so yeah, it's attractive. So I get it. So I'm a skeptic. So I'm not. When I say something about a team, like you guys don't blast me because I say, hey, I don't like this team for what they used to do. Yeah, yeah, don't go in on your boy. As far as the Raiders is concerned, I'm glad they got that Derek Carr because he's, you know, a God-fearing man, and the organization has changed. Has the owner died? Did they get a new owner? Yeah. What's going on, man? So, what's up? I- Uh-oh. What up? Little homie all the way. I know. Straight up swaggy. Yeah, my neighbor and his kid. Yeah, he a good man. That's right. But yeah. So as far as the Raiders is concerned, what I tell you what your negative positive reaction has done is it has prompted me to actually take a look at Derek Carr. So I'm going to, I'm not necessarily go into his numbers because I don't care. You guys can bring up his numbers all you want, and that's fine. I welcome that. I welcome that to this channel because, I have conversations with hundreds of people, all day about just the different topics I have. So if I can't field some of your comments, please don't get upset. But I welcome all of them. You know what I'm saying? I welcome a conversation. Especially if I can continue the conversation on an intellectual level. Uh, Not so much as far as picking something apart. When I say intellectual level, I mean as far as, your point of view. You know what I mean? Instead of just meaningless banter and people F this and screw that, even though that is a point of view, it's just like, your delivery system is not the best where everybody can gravitate towards that part of the conversation. So that's what I'm saying. I welcome the conversation. Let's talk about it. I don't know anybody who plays for the Raiders right now. So I'm going to look into it. I think their record is impressive. Anytime you're 12-4, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you getting it in like that. No, 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 no. I know Crabtree, Richard Sherman's nemesis, plays for the Raiders, right? Yeah, I saw a highlight the other day. So yeah, I'm gonna start watching their highlights and kind of see what they're doing. Especially being that Marshawn Lynch will be playing for the next 2 years as soon as the draft is over, and that's definitely gonna get me to watch Marshawn because he is somebody who is an exciting player, regardless of what you say about him off the field. Which some people have ambivalent feelings, but he's an exciting player on the field. He brings his A game, and you don't have to mince words with that dude. He is real. So yeah, so there's my official apology to you Raiders fans, and I'm gonna tell you guys. I hope the Raiders don't go to Vegas because I'm an old head. I like when something is authentic. I like the authenticity of where the Raiders have come from, and so I want them to stay there. Uh, Being that if they move to Las Vegas, it's not going to hurt me any. But if I start watching the NFL again, even though I, have uh, a skewed outlook on the NFL, there's certain things that I can look at it and just say, okay, this is entertainment. But I I want to feel some of what I felt when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I want to feel some of that. Things have changed so much to where, it's like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? You don't recognize the game. You know what I mean? You don't recognize it. Like, I don't recognize this. I don't recognize, this team from this city. Where are the Oilers at anymore? You know what I'm saying? Remember when Houston Oilers used to tear it up? They had that running back with the huge legs, Earl Campbell. And everybody's like, oh, big Earl. I want to be familiar with somebody on the Raiders tearing it up. That is my attraction to Marshawn Lynch. I want to be familiar with the Raiders beating up on, you know, uh, in the game, somebody who is their rival. I want to see some of that. But I want to see it in Oakland. I don't want to see it in Vegas. And that's my whole issue with teams moving around and people making all these so-called necessary changes because of money, and money is basically ruling the system instead of the people, the fans, the people who are paying for it, the people who are living and dying for it, the people who are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into the machine that is sports. We're not getting, we are being displaced. We're not getting what we want. We're not. We're getting what they give us. And it's not good enough. They do what they want when they want because they figure that they're in control. When we are the masses, we're in control. If we move a certain way, they have to move with us. Ad revenues, we stop watching, we stop buying from Target, we stop watching those Allstate ads and no longer buying the Allstate. That's us. That's not the owner. You know what I'm saying? We stop buying into that. We start turning down that TV. We go out and start playing football ourselves. We're just like, screw the NFL. We want entertainment. We're going to do it ourselves. We just get tired of them saying, we're going to do this and screw the fans. That's what happened to us. That's why you got skeptics like me. Screw everybody else. We're the owners. We own this team. We're going to take them where we want. Really? Okay, fine. We're gonna boycott you because you did that. Because I was rearing my child up to watch your team, and I was buying, my family season tickets to travel, and you just decided, just in a whim. You didn't ask us. You didn't come to the people who pay into this. You didn't ask the Oakland Raider fans if they wanted Oakland to move, because if you did, they would have said, hell no. You didn't ask them nothing. You just said, I'm gonna do it, and in 2 years it's gonna be over and done, and it's done and dusted. Oh, really? All right, fine. We'll have a united consensus that we are not going to support any of the Raiders games. Now, I don't know if any of you are aware of this, but this has happened before. Just look at the Cardinals before they got Fitzgerald. Back in 2002, 3, couldn't fill the stands. Look at the Jackson Jags now. Are they filling all the stands of the Jaguars? Jaguars fans? Are they? Are they? How about Buccaneers? Huh? I'm just saying, people, you fans out there in Oakland who have, I must say this, you've always been crazy loyal. You're just like the Cleveland Browns fans. But you've always been crazy loyal. Always, always. You fans who are pissed about your team leaving, don't take it sitting down. Don't. Don't take it sitting down. Stop buying their products. Stop watching their advertisements. Stop going to the stores that advertise on them. Write those stores and tell those stores, listen, if you have an ad on one of these channels during one of these games, I will not buy any of your products for a year. And then send them a signed petition of the millions of people who agree and see what happens. Let Walmart see that. Let I don't know, one of these other chain stores see that and see what happens. Because they fight for your dollar. And the NFL just throws it around like it's nothing because they make all this money. But you hit them where it hurts. That's what you do. You hit them exactly where it hurts, and you will get your Raiders and keep them in any other team where you want them. Because you are in control. You the people, are in control. Not these so-called owners. You the people who buy this stuff. Colin Kaepernick's shirt, #1 jersey sold out all over the country. You did that. You, the people, did that. Because the people decided they wanted to make a statement. Make a statement. Raider fans, I'm behind you, 100%. Make a statement. Get a signed petition. Send it to any company who's advertising during any of these games. Any one of them. Tell Nike, you know what, Nike? I got you. Keep it up. See how many people don't buy your shoes. And then watch a percentage of their product drop in the stock market. That was a percentage drop in the stock market. See what happens. It's your boy Tone 202. Stay focused, people. Stay focused.